Might need to watch the other two videos to know what's going on.
Let's go to Adrian, who's on the line next. Hi, Adrian.
Oh, good afternoon, Ryan. Hi, Chloe.
Kia ora.
Hello. Two questions. First one is that for real, that YouTube clip that I listened to about you and ranting on about small businesses and the effing and the effing and the effing and about small business, is that for real?
That's not me. And
Who is it? Who was that?
That video has been produced by somebody. It's been sent to me a few times via YouTube clips. I don't know what.
It's absolutely not you.
It's absolutely not me.
Okay. Thank you for answering that first one, because I thought that was disgusting.
Absolutely.
Really.
It's not myself.
And you haven't been able to trace who, I mean, I would have them in court for defamation. I mean, I cannot believe what I heard.
Yeah, there's a lot of these things that end up circulating on the internet about myself that I don't have control over. And if we were having to play whack-a-mole with everything that crops up on YouTube or on Twitter or otherwise, it gets quite difficult. So I can guarantee you that that's been sent to myself and it's not me.
Yeah, no, that's okay. No, that's great. Thank you for that. Now, the second question is...
Again, you might need to watch another video or two to know what's going on. Mainly this one, but also this one for some people who were discombobulated by the intro of the first one. I called out Chlöe Swarbrick and the Greens for their association with some activist groups, one in particular. Compared the whole thing to the Todd Muller hat. Certain clothes, some are forbidden, but some are all good. So when it comes to clothing normal people wear, I don't even like Star Wars. In politics, though, we have seen that the rules are different.
We fucking hate small businesses.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Is that for real?
Callers mischaracterized the video. Maybe he was preempted. Someone said, holy shit, you got to look at the internet. I saw this Chlöe Swarbrick was wearing and stuff. Or maybe he didn't watch it till the end. I don't know. The caller, they're not in a position of responsibility to have to rectify that. Unlike Swarbrick, who seems to disingenuously go along with this idea that she's suffered some slanderous internet libel.
That's not me. And
Who is it?
Who
was that?
That video has been produced by somebody. It's been sent to me a few times.
She knows who that was, deliberately doesn't answer the question. It is, of course, Justine, the grassroots green activist media go-to person.
Yeah, there's a lot of these things that end up circulating on the internet about myself that I don't have control over.
I think it looks a little bit like she's trying to deny the video any oxygen while distancing herself simultaneously, because she said she was sent it. Implies that she's seen it, and if she's seen it, she knows full well she hasn't been falsely accused of anything.
If we were having to play whack-a-mole with everything that crops up on YouTube or on Twitter or otherher's, it gets quite difficult.
There you go. She assumes the role of victim as if I have any case to answer for, and then she sort of plays it up like it's been produced. She's been the target of some attack, and it's all coordinated, and Russia's probably involved and all that, rather than being featured among musings of a hyper-observational anorexic YouTube person. Ryan Bridge has spoken to that main activist representing one of many other groups.
We don't tax profits, which is collectively made.
We do tax profits.
It's a shame that here he seems to be out of the loop, doesn't know what all this is about, what's going on. So I've got no doubt whatsoever that there are people out there that say stuff about them or to them, and it's just all horrible and it's, too much to bear sometimes. But this, seriously, it's a truthful expose with a bit of shitty editing at the start. Having Swarbrick's name and a picture of her then in such close proximity to the quote,
"We fucking hate small businesses."
That transition could have been done better. If you watch it, if you follow through, it's quite clear what's all going on. A comparison to the Todd Muller thing. If this is what they're gonna lump in with all that. So why wouldn't you believe that this is the sort of thing that they're going to try and get banned, censor that internet?
Leader Todd Muller in the firing line.
On Muller, his coup probably cost a whole lot of people their careers, and good on him. He can live with that. But his career as leader was certainly not helped by the fact that he was established early on by many as a racist, because in a photo taken in his office, there's a red "Make America Great Again" cap on a shelf, and "Make America Great Again" is a sort of hate speech or whatever, and Donald Trump racism, oh my god. The reporters kept on pressing him on that. The front bench thing, they weren't diverse enough. The Goldsmith Ngāti Porou thing.
Muller is showing himself as a racist who has no respect for tangata whenua needs.
And all that, it's hard to imagine that none of that contributed to his eventual nervous breakdown. And there's nothing funny about that. after this narrative was created. Later, that was the end of him. I, on the other hand, exposed a whole bunch of much more ostensible connections between the Greens and some activist groups that they constantly associated with. One person in particular was the star of the show.
Fuck every small business owner, and fuck anyone who's like, we need to look after small Kiwi businesses.
Recently, with that Green School semi-controversy.
Total debacle.
Greens don't like funding private schools. A bit suspicious that they give funding to this particular one, and the school is all, there are issues and stuff about diamonds or something. So back to before, this person.
Fuck small Kiwi businesses. Fuck every single business that ever existed, that ever will exist. Hopefully there won't be any more if I have anything to do with it.
Hey, this is, look, right? The voice of the Greens on the ground. You want to know what the activists are thinking? It's not a tenuous link. My only crime was giving myself that haircut before I started filming. And maybe for structuring it in a way that didn't account for people who would only watch the first couple of sentences before turning it off. Can't hide from it though. I sort of insinuated that I think that Chlöe Swarbrick might possibly think highly of herself, probably. I think she's quite likable. And she herself probably wouldn't disagree with that. If you watch it over and over again, it's like, oh, it was a bit cringy. But I mean, I'm not going to resile from that, am I? I mean, is that slander? Here you go. I'm a terrible person. Come and get me. Still, anybody in the media going to ever ask the Greens if they disavow this category of their supporter? Our career's going to keep being predicated on the free ride of no scrutiny, a little bit of dishonesty here and there? I don't know, mate. Seriously, would it be comforting or insulting to know that you're held to such a lower standard than all your colleagues in all the other parties? Kid gloves, because of this enduring myth that the Greens have some sort of superhuman integrity. But anyway, yeah, no longer my favourite Green.
Chlöe?